the witches brew their magic potions. Those who partake of this potent liquid will become imbued with an unearthly spirit. But woe to the unfortunate disbeliever, for an evil spell shall be cast upon him. So beware this Halloween Eve, when the earth will be haunted by spooks, ghosts, and hobgoblins.
Olive, there ain't no such things. They're just figmentations of the imaginations.
Pardon me, folks, but it's way past my bedtime.
Sorry you has to go, Chubb. Good night, Pluto. Boy, oh boy, I thought he'd never leave.
There's someone at the door.
Good evening. Is this the olive oil residence?
Popeye! There's a headless man at the door!
There ain't no such camino. Olive and her stupid stishkins. Why, it's nothing but a jack-o'-lantern, Olive. I'll get you some water, Olive. Here's your glass of water, Olive.
Oh, thank you.
Olive, there's nothing like a cool drink of water to revive your spirits. Olive. I didn't recognize you without your skin on.
Get out of this house at once, you hobgoblin! Popeye! So you're the one that's been horrorizing me. Get out and stay out!
Now there's a girlfriend for you. So long, chump. I gotta protect Olive from those nasty old hobgoblins.
Oh, it's you, Bluto.
Yeah, Olive. I thought you might want some company.
So, that's Pluto's scheme. I think I'll do some spooking myself. Just what I need.
And you don't have to be afraid of ghosts while I'm around. Hey! Hobgoblins! Help!
them ghosts.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Buried Broadcast here on the Sprinkles 138 YouTube channel. I am your host, Shane, aka Sprinkles 138. Shh, don't tell anybody. And today we'll be watching the Munsters unaired TV pilot. There's no real ending to it because it's just a TV pilot that they're pitching for the TV show, but we will still watch it. It's like 15 minutes long. That was Popeye, Fright to the Finish from 1954. And before we watch the Munsters, we'll be watching a Halloween safety instructional video. I'll talk during that one. We'll have some fun with it. But yeah, we'll be watching a Halloween safety video from 1977 before we watch the Munsters. So yeah, we'll get in that in a second. But welcome everybody, glad to have you. Hope you enjoyed the Popeye cartoon. I figured we'd try something different and start it out without me talking, you know. Since we don't have no real intro for this show yet, we'll try different things out until we find something that works. But yeah, anyway, glad to have you here, everybody. Of course, if you missed yesterday's gaming stream, we did play the Quarry, chapters 3 through 6. Go check that out after this stream. Getting pretty good, pretty good. And yeah, like I said, today we'll be watching the Munsters unaired TV pilot from 1964. Like I said, you just saw Popeye from 1954. So up next we'll be watching a Halloween safety video from 1977. It's like 5 minutes long, but something we can have fun with because today's going to be a really short stream since everything we're watching is pretty short, so. But yeah, glad to have you, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, become a member. And again, if you aren't into the gaming stuff that I do on this channel, but you do like the podcast, again, please support this channel, the YouTube channel. That's, you know, the main source of everything. So, you know, if you don't support that, then you don't have this. But again, if you don't want the gaming stuff and just want to support the podcast, it is available on Spotify as well. So you can get it there as well. So. But yeah, let's not yammer on anymore. Let's switch on over to, yeah, we're going short to the point today. That's kind of the point of Buried Broadcast. It's just to have shorter content that's about an hour long. Again, you're getting longer content this month just because of Halloween. So next week will be the big Halloween episode, and we'll watch House from Haunted Hill, starring Vincent Price. And then Buried Broadcast will take a break for a few weeks, and we'll come back like towards like the middle or end of November. I already have the next movie we're going to watch after Halloween, so. But yeah. On a normal month, this is just like a once or twice a month show. I wish it could be more, but we'd run out of stuff to watch pretty quickly since most stuff has copyright. But yeah. Anyway, let's jump into it. Up next, we have a Halloween safety video from 1977. And after that, we'll jump into the main event of the Munsters unaired TV pilot from 1964, which I have a bunch of fun facts about that. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's learn about some Halloween safety. And again, welcome everybody. Glad to have you. Happy Halloween. Yeah, Three Stooges is heavily copyrighted, so we can't do Three Stooges. I would love to. I love the Three Stooges.
There's one magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl.
This will be the cleanest version of this film you'll see because I remastered it.
But here's the scariest monster of all. Do you know why? This little witch doesn't know it.
Don't call her a little witch. That's not nice.
Chances of being hurt, maybe badly hurt. Her costume is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, look at that.
Can you see the things that make it dangerous?
Yep.
What about that mask?
People are going to think she's a witch, and they're going to try to burn her at the stake.
Holes for her eyes. If you were wearing that mask, here's what it would be like. You can see straight in front of you, but unless you happen to turn your head...
I will say I think the delay is a bit longer for the stream today. I don't know why, but we'll try to
run over.
Get your jokes in the best you can.
And unless you look down, you can't see that you're coming to a curb. Ow, that hurts.
Oh!
It's bad enough to take a
Damn, she
tumble
dropped
on
all
hard
her
pavement,
candies.
but it would be even worse to sprawl out on the street in front of a car coming. Now let's imagine that we're in that car. Can you see her clearly? Why
Yep.
not?
There she is.
What is there about her costume that makes it hard to see her?
Probably
driver
the
of a
film
car
from
or truck.
1977.
You might not see her until it's too late. And that's really scary. Before we think about some ways that the little witch could see and be seen better, let's take another
It's
look at
not
her
nice to
costume.
call that little girl a little witch.
Whoops.
Oh
Down
shit!
she goes again.
Busted her
It
shins
seems as
open.
if she's collecting more bumps and bruises than candy tonight. Let's
Yeah,
see if
kick
we
it,
can help
kick
her,
it.
shall we?
Throw it.
And by helping her,
Why
maybe
was she
you can
wearing a
learn
hat
some
when the
things
mask
that
has
will
a
help
hat?
You stay safe at
It was
Halloween.
supposed to be too dark. You weren't supposed to
First,
see her. That was
we
the
need
point.
to turn back the clock and start this whole evening over again. One of the problems with this costume
Again, you should have seen
is
it
that it's
before I
too long.
remastered it.
It's too easy to trip over a long, full skirt.
Again, take notes. Halloween's
So
in
we
a
can
couple
shorten
weeks,
the skirt.
kids.
You should always shorten any skirt, pants,
look at
slacks,
the
or
kitty.
cape that is too long or floppy. Now, the broom.
They didn't even
That's
like
a
cats in
clumsy thing
videos
to
back
carry.
then.
And it's something that you're likely to trip over in the dark. It's usually easy to shorten brooms or round off the sharp points of pirate swords
Or you
and
just
other
taking
costume
all the
parts
fun
that
out
can
of
trip you or
Halloween.
scratch you.
Not
Cardboard
fun.
brooms and swords are usually safer than wooden ones. But it's safest not to carry anything like that in the first place. Now, what else might we change on this costume to make it safer?
What will we change,
What about
chat?
that color? Remember how hard it was to see the little witch because of her dark costume on a dark night? We should always wear light, bright colors on the street at night so
Why
drivers
how you
can
going
see
to be
us.
spooky wearing light
What about
colors?
this color?
Whoa,
A white costume makes an unusual, different kind of witch.
I
was
want to
more
not wear
likely
that
to be
in
safe on
certain
Halloween night.
neighborhoods.
A good way to make any costume
What is she
easier to
dressed
see at
as?
night is to decorate it with reflective tape or reflective patches.
She's a grand wizard.
Some costumes come with reflective
She is a
material
little witch.
already attached to the cloth. Here's what it looks like to a car driver.
Still
It's
can't
easy
see
to
her.
see, even on the darkest night. And while you're putting reflective tape on the costume, you should
Yeah,
also
again, you
add
don't
some
want to
of it
wear
the
that
bag or
costume in
container you'll
certain
use to carry home your
neighborhoods.
candy.
Know what I mean?
Some special Halloween sacks are treated with reflective material when they're made.
Yeah, you should see my Halloween
And it's
sack.
a good idea to write your name, address, and phone number on the sack, just in case there is an accident.
Oh, look, Ohio.
Now, how about the mask? Any problem with it?
Nope, except she's
Do you
ugly.
remember how hard it was to see out through those little eye holes? To be safe at night, you have to be able to see clearly,
You could
as
just
well
paint
as
your
be
face.
seen. We can improve the mask.
I mean, there's no
by
point
cutting
for the
larger
mask
holes to look
anyway.
out
The
of.
mask is just for if you don't have a hat. She has the hat. Yeah, that's what she's dressed as. She's a Klansman. She's a grand wizard.
There.
She is a little
That's
witch.
better. But there is an even safer way.
Ah, which one's the mask? That one?
You can simply
They both
not
look
wear
like
a
the witch.
mask.
Damn.
You think you need a mask
Look.
to disguise yourself?
Little girl's pissed. She's
Well,
like, what the
just
fuck,
watch
lady?
what you
I want to
can
be a
do.
witch.
With a little help
don't wanna
from
be
your
a Klansman.
parents and some scraps of cloth or old clothes from around home. An eyebrow pencil, different colors of eyeshadow, rouge, lipstick, an old mop or
It's
wig,
Annabelle.
some wax teeth,
Ah!
maybe some clay and food coloring, and a few other
That's not
odds and
me.
ends. You'd be surprised what you can turn yourself into.
That's not me either. Look, there's Ball Boy.
Whether you buy a costume or design your own, be sure that
Damn,
it's
these
made
little
of
kids are
flame-retardant
partying it up.
material.
Somebody
That
spiked the
means
punch.
material that won't catch on fire easily. Now our little witch has turned into a beautiful princess.
Oh,
And
she's
the
a
new
princess?
costume
Is that
much
what that
safer.
is? I thought she
there
was
are
a grand
few other
wizard.
things you should do before going out. First, eat a big dinner. If you go trick-or-treating while you're hungry, you'll be tempted to sample some of your treats while you're out.
Yeah, and then you
that's
eat all your
definitely
candy before
not
you
a
get
good
home and you
idea.
have bellyache. Write that down, Jack. That's a good note.
Keep an eye on the clock. In many places,
Yep.
the police set the hours that you should trick-or-treat.
Keep an eye on the clock
Trick or
because we'll be
treat only
streaming on
within those
Halloween. We'll be
times.
doing the finale of the
Neighbors
quarry.
should be ready with treats for you. And drivers should be more careful to watch for you during those hours.
Yeah, she's a grand wizard of something. Again,
Make sure you carry a flashlight when
better
you go.
watch what neighborhood she
The
goes
light
into
will not
with
only
that.
help you see where you're going in the dark, but it will also make it easier for others, including drivers, to see you.
Of course, you're just joining us. This is a Halloween safety video from 1977. We are going to get into the Munsters after this, but that episode's really short, so we're just trying to extend the episode by showing some
Always
Popeye
travel
in
with a
this.
group, not alone. It's safer still to have
Popeye
a
was
parent
actually
along
meant
to
for
keep an
next
eye on
week,
things.
so. But
And
we're
of
watching a
course,
movie next
you
week,
should
so I don't think
always
we need
walk.
anything to intro with.
Riding a bicycle at night is always dangerous, but it's even more dangerous to try to ride in a costume at night.
Well, yeah, why would you
As you go from house
ride a
to
bike with the
house,
costume on? It's going to
stay
get
on the
stuck in the
sidewalks
spokes.
as much as possible. If you have to walk in an area where there are no sidewalks,
Again, you couldn't even see
walk
any
as
of this
far
stuff
off
before
the
I
roadway
restored it,
as
so you're
possible,
welcome.
and
I
face
know
the
you still
traffic.
can't, but
That way you can see what's coming and get out of the way if you have to. Cross streets only at brightly lighted corners, not in the middle of the block.
what the hell? It's
and never
daytime
between
now.
two parked cars. When you start across the street, cross quickly, but don't run. And
One
don't
kid's
stop in
dressed
the
as
middle
Benjamin
of the street for
Franklin.
any reason. Stay in your own neighborhood when you're trick-or-treating.
See, that black kid was
Your
mad. He
neighbors
was
are
staying in
probably
the
hoping
front
to
because
see
that
you
one
in
girl's
costume
dressed
on
like a
Halloween.
Klansman. I don't blame him.
Safest to visit people you know.
Not right.
If you don't know the people very well, don't go into their homes. Most people enjoy having trick-or-treaters come to their doors,
Yeah, you hear that?
but there are
Write
a
that
few
down,
people who
chat.
will
Don't go in
do things
people's
to hurt
home.
kids. They might put sharp or hard objects in candy and apples. Or they might put things on fruit or gum that could make you sick if you eat it.
Whatever. That was always an old wives' tale. Then people started doing it because they kept saying
Save your
that.
treats until you get home. Then ask your parents to help you check them carefully to make sure that
Hello,
there's
nurse.
nothing in them
Check out
or
Mom
on them
there.
that could hurt you. The safest treats are usually candy or gum that come in their own wrappers
Who
from
the hell
the
gave them
factory.
apples? Nobody wants apples. Or
Fruit
pears.
should be washed before you eat
Especially
it.
pears. I'd rather have the apple.
And all candy bars and fruit should be sliced so you can be certain that there is nothing hard or sharp inside that could hurt
Whatever.
you.
What if they poisoned it? Yeah, I want some candy now.
If you're not sure whether something is safe or not, don't
What?
take any chances.
Don't be throwing
Throw
it in
it
the
away.
garbage. I'll eat it.
But let's get back to the fun part of Halloween with the princess and her friends.
Yeah, she's probably like 80 now. You're probably right.
Almost everyone enjoys a good joke or riddle.
What's your trick?
What you guys eat for breakfast?
What?
Ghost toast.
She said, what did a ghost eat for
What's
breakfast?
a
Ghost
wiener
toast.
That's inside?
What?
A Halloweener. Where does Dracula keep his
What?
money?
He said
Where? What?
A Hall.
he had a wiener
What?
joke.
Ghost
Hold on, this little kid had a wiener joke. Let's see what it was.
What's a wiener when you take out its inside?
What?
A Halloweener. Where does Dracula keep his
I didn't
money?
hear the first
Where?
part, but the
In a blood
punchline was
bank.
Halloweener.
Here, have some candy.
Well, hello there.
However, some practical jokes and pranks aren't so funny.
Yeah, give it to the poor. They don't
if you
care
should
if they
break
eat poison.
something, it
I'm
wouldn't
poor,
be very
I
funny
should
to
know.
the owners or to your parents, who might have to pay for it. So keep your jokes funny.
Yeah, the Halloweener joke. I didn't hear the first parts.
Tonight
Look,
has
they're
been a
crossing the
magical
street
night.
again in the daytime. I think
Saw
they're
a
ghost
scary
children.
monster changed into a
They're out
beautiful,
during the
happy,
day.
and safe
They
little
keep
princess.
crossing the same street. I think they're
about
just
you?
ghost children. They keep
Will you follow the lead of the little
trick or
princess
treating. People are
and
like, oh
have a
my god, the
safe and
ghost kids are
super
back.
Halloween this year?
Alright, and there's your Halloween safety tips for this year from 1977, everybody. So, There you go. Now it's time for our main event. It's time to switch over to the Munsters now and give that a viewing and let you in on some of the history of that. So let me go ahead and get that ready real quick. Give me a second. Boom. Boom. Make sure this is good. Alright. So yeah, we're hitting the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s today. So we already hit the 50s with Popeye, we hit the 70s with the Halloween safety video, now we're going to hit the 60s with the Munsters Unaired TV pilot from 1964. I say let's go ahead and jump into it. I think we'll go over the actors in it when they have the opening credits. I think that'd be the best part. But here, I'll give you a little history before we actually get into it. So we'll watch the beginning part, and then once they do the opening credits, we'll go over the actors and stuff. But the unaired pilot was titled "My Fair Munster." The title was later used for the second broadcast episode of the series, which was a refilming of the pilot script. The pilot was also a crucial first step in the show's development. It was also filmed in color. Unlike the black and white series, the pilot was shot in color. This was a decision by Universal Studios to make it more appealing to the networks, which were beginning to move towards color broadcasting. Ultimately, CBS decided to film the series in black and white for aesthetic reasons and to save money. Plus, you know, most people probably didn't have color TVs then, so it probably just made sense to shoot it in black and white. And when they did reshoot the second episode for the series, they did have different actors. We'll get into that when we get into the actors and stuff, but yeah, anyway. But after filming the pilot, Universal pitched the show to CBS. The network picked up the series, but requested significant changes. Like I said, they changed the actors and stuff mostly. We'll get in that in a second. Leading to the show as we know it today. It was a rivalry to the Addams Family. Both the Munsters and the Addams Family premiered on the same day, September 24th of 1964. They were constantly compared, but the Munsters constantly had higher ratings during its run, so the Munsters always beat the Addams Family, in case you didn't know. But yeah, there you go. There's a little history into it. I believe the pilot episode was pitched around in January of 1964. Then, of course, they reshot it with the new actors and stuff, and it was released in September of that year. But yeah, here we go. The Munsters Unaired TV pilot from 1964, here on Buried Broadcast. I have to unmute it. My bad.
This is, where you live?
Yep, this is it. Come on in and have a cup of coffee. I want you to meet my aunt and uncle.
Gee, I don't know, Marilyn. It's getting kind of late.
I've had such a good time. I hate to see it end.
Yellow nurse.
I guess I could walk you to the front door.
So yeah, the entire series was pretty much in black and white. I think later on they had a movie they shot in color, but again, this pilot episode was shot in color because it was easier to pitch to the network since everybody was starting to switch to color.
What's the matter? Did you lose your keys?
No, I probably just left them in my other purse.
Oh.
Why are you whispering?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get. Actually, yeah, we can stop here for the actors. Let's get into the lady here. I don't know who the guy is because this is the only episode that he's on. But yeah, let's get into the lady here. She plays Marilyn Munster. We'll get into that here. She was later on replaced. Marilyn in this pilot episode was played by Beverley Owen in the pilot for the first 13 episodes of the series before she was replaced by Pat Priest. So we'll get into their history here. Let's do that real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up here real quick. There we go. There is Beverley Owen. She is the lady that's playing Marilyn Munster there. Again, she played her for 13 episodes in the series and was later on replaced by Pat Priest here, who just took her role as Marilyn. That was the new Marilyn, and she played Marilyn, I think, through the rest of the series and the movies and everything else. So yeah, there you go. I mean, they're most of these actors are going to be known for the Munsters. I mean, they were in other stuff, like this lady was in like an Elvis movie and stuff. But yeah, they're all pretty much known for the Munsters. That was their biggest role. So no real notable roles outside of this. Yeah, I believe Pat Priest is still alive. Doesn't say she's dead yet. She was born in 1936. She's 89 years old now. Of course, Beverley Owen here passed away February 21st of 2019, unfortunately. So, there you go. She was 81. All right, let's jump back into the show. We'll get into the other actors after the opening credits. So, let's get back into it.
Worry about them. They're always up all night.
And they better go through them during the opening credits because it shows their names and stuff.
Someone's coming. Hi, Uncle Herman.
Hello, Marilyn.
Forgot my keys.
That's
Like to
Herman
see my date,
Munster.
Mrs. Jack.
We'll go over who plays him in a second.
Oh, Uncle Herman. What's the matter with me anyway?
The Munsters. That's not Frankenstein and Herman Munster. Alright, and here we go. Here was another actress that was replaced. Also a name change for her too, but this is Phoebe Munster. For those that don't know, this was the original wife for Herman Munster that was cast in the Munsters. Again, she was played by Joan Marshall, as you can see there. Here, we'll pull it up here on the internet too. She was played by Joan Marshall here. I guess she was in some Star Trek in Twilight Zone too. I think that's the only other thing she was known for. But yeah, she's played by Joan Marshall. Her character was a more vamp-like figure, closer in the style of Morticia Addams. After the pilot, the producers decided her look and demeanor were too similar to the character on the rival Addams Family show, so they replaced her with Yvonne DiCarlo. Then DiCarlo's portrayal was more glamorous and maternal, and that's when the character's name was changed from Phoebe Munster to Lily Munster. So Joan Marshall played Phoebe Marshall in the pilot. Then when the series actually got picked up, they replaced her with Yvonne DiCarlo here, Hello Nurse, and they changed her name from Phoebe Munster to Lily Munster. So there's another cast change there. Alright, let's get back into it. Oh, my bad, hold on. Of course, we just talked about Beverley there. Didn't miss anything. Alright, and here is another cast change. Eddie Munster was played by Nate Happy Derman. He was replaced by Butch Patrick after the pilot when the series was picked up. So I really don't have any information on Nate Happy Derman. The only things I could find on him were really pictures from this, so I think this was the only thing that he really did. So, but I do have pictures of Butch Patrick here. This is who he was replaced with, so yeah. There you go. So there's another cast change. Nate Happy Derman was replaced by Butch Patrick for Eddie Munster after the series was picked up. Alright, let's continue. And we're just going to watch the full show after this. I'm just giving the history to be transformative. Then we'll talk about it while we watch it. And you got Grandpa Munster here, played by Al Lewis. But yeah, Grandpa Munster, played by Al Lewis. We'll get into his history here. Here you go. He died February 3rd, 2006 in New York. This was probably the one thing he was known for, too, was mostly the Munsters. So, yeah, this was his big role. He also did some stuff on Howard Stern back in the day, too. I think he was known for saying, "fuck the FCC" on the radio one time at one of Howard Stern's rallies back in, like, the late 80s, so yeah, he was known for being on Howard Stern as well, but Grandpa Munster, he's always fun. Alright, we got one more person to go over, then we'll watch it. Which you probably already read about because I had it on the screen for a second, but we'll go over it anyway. And there is Fred Gwynne, Herman Munster. Him and Grandpa were not replaced when the series was picked up. I think they were the only ones that weren't replaced. But we'll get into Fred Gwynne real quick. There he is. He died on July 2nd of 1993. He was also known for the Munsters here. He was also in Car 54, My Cousin Vinny. He played the judge in that. That's a pretty good movie. And he was also in Pet Sematary. That was also a good movie. He was like, you know, sometimes that is better. That's what he did on Pet Sematary. So yeah, there's your cast, everybody. There's their replacements and everything. So let's get into the show. Hello, resident. Welcome back to Buried Broadcast. And I'm Shane today, not Sprinkles. Thank you. I go by my real name on this show. But yeah, welcome. We're watching the Munsters Unaired TV pilot. We watched a Popeye cartoon earlier and a Halloween safety video. Sometimes pasta sauce is better. Yeah, I actually watched Pet Sematary the other day. That movie's pretty cheesy. It's all good, resident. Don't worry about it. And I will say right now that this episode does not have an ending. It's 13 minutes long, but if you want to see an ending to this episode, if you watch episode 2 of the actual series, they went back and reshot it with the recast of people that I talked about, and so there is an ending to that, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, we're going to have a short episode today. Once this is over, that's it. Then we'll be back Tuesday. More gaming stuff. And if you missed any of the streams from this week, go back and check those out. Also, might have an upload tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, let's focus on this. Again, the humor in the show was a lot like the Addams Family. It's kind of weird they both were released on the same day. Like I said, the Munsters consistently beat the Addams Family in the ratings, so this show was slightly better. We'll get into like the future of the show after we watch this, like what happened afterwards, but I already told you part of it. It got picked up.
Yes, I guess so.
Would you like to have a little something to eat?
No, thank you.
I have some warm lady fingers in the oven.
No. I think I'll just go right upstairs and go to bed.
Yeah, and having Phoebe Munster in this, instead of Lily Munster is weird.
Good night, Marilyn.
Good night, dear.
Like I said, Lily is more maternal, and I don't know. Phoebe was more like Morticia, which didn't fit for this show. Because the fun part about the Munsters was they thought they were normal, then they never understood why people ran away from them.
Eddie, would you come down here?
So,
I want to try this jacket on you.
so she shouldn't be acting weird, she should be acting normal.
Oh, you can't make me!
Don't talk fresh to your mother, and stop playing with that noose.
So yeah, the only two that stayed as the original cast were Grandpa Munster and Herman Munster. The rest were all recast later on.
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Don't touch me! Let me go! Don't touch me! You never let me have any fun! I'm gonna hold my breath and turn myself back into a toad! You're always picking on me.
Yeah, but when they did reshoot this, they reshot it in black and white. Like I said, it was more cost-effective and whatnot.
Remember that she's not as fortunate as the rest of us.
I don't think that anybody saw the Munsters in color until 1966 when the color film Munsters Go Home was released with most of the original cast.
Ah, spunky kid. I wish Marilyn had some of that spunk.
Marilyn.
I hope you're not going to start that again,
So,
Herman.
I don't believe this was
She's
released
your
until
niece,
years later.
She's your sister's kid. There's nobody on my side of the family ever looked like that.
Well, it's just one of those unfortunate things. All the more reason for us to go out of our way and show her all the love and affection we can. Poor dear.
I wish she'd get married. We could use some fresh blood in this family.
Well, if you ask me, it's at least partly her own fault. There's no reason for a girl to have to look the way she does. I'm sure there's something you can do to make
Probably
her a little
cost
more
effective on
presentable.
the face paint
You
and
could show her
stuff
how to
too,
walk,
because then
how to
they
talk,
just use white paint
show her how to fix herself
instead
up
of
a little
using
bit.
colors.
Hey, listen. Why don't you send it to that man who does your hair?
Well, I don't think that would do any good. He's just a beautician. He's not a miracle man.
If you don't do something about
One
it,
of
soon
those
we'll have her on
things,
our
that's
hands
right.
forever.
Me, if I don't do something about it soon, well, I always have to do something about it. It's me, always me.
It's enough I have to go out and scare up the rent every day.
You think you're the only one who works hard? Ha! Well, how would you like to have to clean 9 rooms and a dungeon every day?
Now, you can't expect me to do anything about Marilyn. What do I know about young girls?
Yeah, that's another
Like I
weird
went to
thing,
charm
is
school.
Marilyn was like actually the normal one, then she never understood why everybody ran away from her, because all her family looked like this. Like, that was the funny part of it. That was the gag.
Grandpa, we've got to think about
That was
Marilyn's
kind of the
future.
difference
You don't
between
want her to
this
end
and
up
the
in an old
Addams
maid.
family. The Addams family knew
right.
they were weird, so they just
Excuse me.
acted weird and weirded everybody out.
I'll take care
The
of it.
Munsters didn't know they were weird. They thought they were
What could
normal.
you do?
None of your business. Just leave it to me.
I hope you're not going to do anything, wrong.
Would I?
That was another cool thing about this show and the Addams Family back then. A lot of practical effects. Yeah, like I said, they were both released on the same day, same year. This show had
I thought he was
consistently
gonna get a
higher
fan
ratings
down
than
there.
the Addams Family. This show was better. I believe it was better too.
Igor?
This show was more fun.
Thought I told you to wait in the dungeon?
But Addams Family is good too. It celebrated weird.
There's no rest for the wicked.
But those shows had really great practical effects. That's what I was saying, like how the rug pulled out of the way and stuff. That would all be done with computers now or AI. So I miss the practical effects. They were better, I think. Alright, we may be nearing the end of the episode, by the way. Let me see real quick. Yeah. There's still some left, but yeah, we're almost at the end. Again, there's no ending to this. If you do want to see the ending, if you go to the episode 2 of season 1 of the actual series, they reshot it, and it does have an ending. This was mostly just to pitch the show to the network to try to get it picked up, which actually worked. It got picked up, and we'll go over the future of it after.
Poison apples, poison bananas, poison pineapples, poison fruit salad. Poison.
Plus the cool sets too. The sets are all real. Like nowadays, they would just like do green screen on that stuff
Don't
too.
you understand English?
A lot of work went into these back then.
Now, that's more.
Now you just push a button and it does everything for you,
Ants, baldness,
basically.
communists, crabgrass potion. Oh, that makes a wonderful crabgrass.
Yeah, Grandpa Munster was always my favorite.
Measles, mosquitoes, warts, the plague.
He was always making weird potions and always looking for weird things to make them.
Stuff anymore. Let's see, where is that love potion? Here it is. The lovable potion. If thou
Yeah, he's going to try to make some love
inspire
potion for
devotion,
Marilyn so she can keep a
slake
man.
thy thirst with this rare
That's what's
potion.
going on here.
To have the lover of thy choosing, shake the bottle well ere using. Shake the bottle well. Oh, I shudder to think what would happen if this fell into unscrupulous hands. First, sift in a cup of powdered whale heart.
Everybody's got a powdered whale hearts on their shelf.
Whale heart. Huh?
Yeah, this is what Grandpa did every episode. He was always up to something like this.
1 teaspoon of nightingale.
It never worked
powder.
either.
Nightingale.
That was the gag.
pinch of GL70. Now for the secret ingredient. A woman's tears. Oh, I gotta be mighty careful with that stuff.
I got a bunch of those.
Very powerful. Can't overdo that. Yes, now, a little of this. And we're all ready.
He just puts it in a regular blender. That's pretty funny. See, stupid little small punchlines back then. Oh, look, they got our TV behind them.
Ooh, now if this stuff turns out half as good as the batch I made for Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor, famous actress back then. Alright, everybody, and that is the Munsters Unaired TV pilot. That's the end. That's it. Again, if you want to see an ending to that, watch episode 2, I believe it is, of the first season. And they reshot it, and it has an ending. But it'll be in black and white, so... Unfortunately, I can't show that here, because I'm sure the whole episode is copyright. But I will go into what happened with most of the show. Like I said, it was a rival to the Addams Family. It consistently won higher ratings than them. The Munsters ran for 2 seasons from 1964 to 1966, producing 70 episodes. 70 episodes. The show was a rating success in the first season, but its cancellation is largely attributed to a change in its time slot. It was moved to compete directly with ABC's newly widely popular and brightly colored Batman with Adam West series, which drew away its audience. So they tried to compete with Batman and they couldn't. So, yeah. Despite its short run, the Munsters had remained a beloved classic, and it would remained in syndication and reruns for many, many decades. A color film, Munster Go Home, was released in 1966 with most of the original cast in the film. The cast reunited for a 1981 TV movie, The Munsters' Revenge. A syndicated rival series, The Munsters Today, aired from 1988 to 1991. And numerous other reboots, films, and specials have been produced over the years. Most recently, Rob Zombie's 2022 film, The Munsters. I believe there's also a Netflix series called Mockingbird Lane, which I think is based on this too. But both are pretty bad. If you want to watch the Munsters, watch the original Munsters. The rest will ruin it for you. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Again, I told you it would be a short episode. If you blink, you miss it. But I tried to drag it out as long as I could. Like I said, the Popeye episode was supposed to be for next week. But since we're watching a movie next week, I figured we really didn't need it. So we just won't have an intro like that. But yeah, don't miss it. Next week will be our big Halloween Buried broadcast episode where we watch House on Haunted Hill starring Vincent Price. So don't miss that. That's going to be like an hour and a half long. So, and we'll be back to our normal schedule for Buried broadcasts after that, where we do it like once or twice a month. I think the next one will probably be towards the middle or end of November. So yeah, it is time to wrap up. Let's hit the outro music. Again, if you enjoyed today's stream, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you want to support the channel even further, hit that join button, become a member, starting as low as 99 cents a month up to $2.99. Don't forget, Buried Broadcast is on Spotify, so you can follow it there. I usually post it a day after we do the live stream, so the only way to watch it live is here. So support this channel if you want to keep it going, because this is the main channel. But yeah, next stream should be Tuesday, where I turn back into Sprinkles and we do some more gaming stuff. We'll probably do Reddit on Tuesday, do some more Halloween stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to do Ghostbusters again on PS2, try to finish that, or at least do some more of it. That stream did really well, so maybe at some point we'll go back and finish that game. Everybody seemed to like that. But yeah, anyway, then we'll be back into it next week. Friday, we'll do more of the Quarry. If you missed the Quarry yesterday, go check that out. Give it a like, give it a comment. And then the final Halloween episode of Buried Broadcast will be next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so tune in for that. Like I said, we'll be watching The House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. So, again, this is your all show, so please feel free to participate in it. This is our comedy show. This is where we all joke around and push the edge a bit. So, but yeah, anyway, my song's getting ready to end, everybody, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. I don't have no real outro for this, so let's go ahead and just say goodbye. We'll see you Tuesday. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. So until next time, as always, Goose Sprinkle.